morning. Welcome to day 3 of 2025 salmon fishing season at the cabin.
Day 4, right?
Day 4? Did I say 4?
You said 3.
Oh, day 4.
Yes, we've already been fishing for 3 days.
And we've caught 0 fish. We had a little bit of chores to do this morning before we head out fishing. Our battery systems. This is our first trip to the cabin ever, where we're staying for 7 days. I think our longest before was maybe 5.
5, yeah.
So normally at our cabin we get enough good sun exposure that we can keep our battery that we use for our refrigerator and to power our cabin basically at 100%, like nonstop, as long as we don't get like 5 days of clouds.
Right, yeah.
Once you hit fall, September 22nd or whatever it is, where the sun really starts to set, at the cabin it's down too low now that it never pops up through this little hole that we have in the trees. So we brought our 2 batteries and a couple of our solar panels down here to the hill that should get some good exposure today from the sun to top off our battery systems, so that we should be able to make it for 7 days.
Sounds good.
You ready to go fishing?
Yes.
Yes, I've been ready since 8 o'clock this morning.
This is my first season ever joining Todd salmon fishing. Normally it's just he comes by himself. I've come and watched before, or it's him and his dad. And I really wanted to participate this year. So I'm not enjoying the fact that I haven't caught one yet. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
It's very competitive for me versus the fish.
yeah, there's that whole deer hunting. People get buck fever. I think she has a little salmon buck fever a little bit.
All right, let's get ready.
All right. So this is the spot where in previous seasons where I've caught all of my salmon. As we were coming down the hill, I had some polarized glasses. I think I counted 5, 6, and then there was 2 more fighting right here in front of us.
One jumped out of the water.
Yeah, they were fighting each other, like almost like they were biting each other's tail. They were kind of going around in a circle. But we're just sitting here watching them.
Oh, they're just so active.
Over there.
If we didn't say, these are king salmon, and they were introduced in Michigan in the 50s. Is that
60s.
right? 60s.
1960s, yeah.
So you will see some that are stocked from the DNR, and they'll have a fin clipped, but there's lots of since wild salmon that are repopulating and repopulating.
Yep, they definitely thrive well in. So they'll come up in the rivers to spawn, die. Their babies will hatch. They'll swim out to Lake Michigan. They'll live in Lake Michigan for typically 2 to 3 to 4 years, and then they decide, okay, it's time to spawn. They'll come back up the rivers again and repeat the process.
Slightly different from ocean king salmon. You're going to get a white meat on a Great Lake king salmon versus a pink meat on an ocean king salmon. It's just diet is the difference that it makes, but still a wonderful fish.
Yep.
I'm so excited. This is how it's been every day though. Like we'll tell you later like what day 1 was like. It was insane.
Oh gosh.
Insane. But their behavior's changed as of yesterday and today.
Yeah.
They're really starting to prep their bed, sticking to a bed.
They're getting more aggressive towards each other,
Yeah.
territorial.
Yeah, a little less spooked. So anyway, we'll tell you about the last few days' experiences. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Ready to get your pole in the water?
Yes, but
All right, why not?
I see.
Why don't you just start fishing right here?
But tell me what you want me to do. Cast up here, let it drag down?
You want me to show you a couple?
No, just tell me.
Yeah, I usually stand like right in through here. I'll cast almost across to the other side. I let it drift down, so see where that log's
Yeah.
going at an angle?
Yeah.
Somewhere around in there, I start reeling it back in, and it'll swing across the river and come right up through where they're all stationed.
Oh my God.
So that's one right there.
Jeez,
I hope our microphones pick this up, the splashing and... You're going right in front of it. That moved right out of the way.
Yep. Not playing this game today, guy.
Yep, she's back already. Here comes a big boy. 2 boys. They're chasing each other around. Yeah, you're like right in the hole.
Yeah, I see it. Do I have one on?
No.
Oh. Gosh, that was so exciting. I had a bite. Will you take it? I want to fish. I want you to get it. It's more important that we get fish than me to have fun. So, can you come try?
Sure. Yeah?
Once you get one, oh man, they're so aggressive.
Yeah.
I'll do one more. Because they're really fighting in that back hole too.
That was so cool to watch that big one. Every time those small ones would try to come up, the big ones would go and chase them away. The girl's back in the hole.
I can't find the sun's not right for me. Okay, I think I'm right in there. Oh. I don't know if we got any of it on camera where you guys can see what we can see, but it shouldn't be this hard. They should be hungry. Mama's about to have babies. Dads are working hard, standing guard. Everybody should be hungry still. So let's tell them the story. But day 1, we came here and we counted 41 king salmon swim by us. Jumping through our legs, through our feet, everything. Yep. We cast at them, they just swam on by.
They didn't hang out at all. There was like today when we first got here, they were like trying to make a bed, trying to figure out, we need to make a good home for our babies. Yeah. This is my spot. You can't have it. They were all just boom, gone. Upstream, upstream, upstream. 41 of them.
Yes, so that was the first time you had been here experiencing the run.
Right.
And it was so fun, but so maddening. Because I'm like, if I had a net, if netting was legal, I could just stick my net in the river and they'd just swim right in it. But unfortunately, netting's not legal. I think it is legal for Native Americans. The tribe in this land.
Tribal members, yeah.
but not us. So darn. And it was happening at our cabin, which is just up the trail, 5 minutes. And we fished there, day one. Same thing. They were just swimming on by.
There goes one right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's the one that just
two,
hangs out,
two.
yeah. Those look like smaller ones.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll take anything. They're just beautiful fish. And they're literally right here, swimming by our feet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so day 2, Wednesday. Did we only fish at the cabin? No, we only fished at the cabin. Maybe we came down here in the evening. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's hard to remember now.
But they were really spooky day 2. So
Yeah.
they started kind of hanging around and people had selected kind of potential homes. But as soon as you cast, they went to the deep holes. So we fished the deep holes a lot, but they were extremely skittish. Like your lure would come near them and they would run.
Right. Even when they were in the deep holes.
Yeah. Here they come back.
Yeah, that's
They're
good.
just torturing me, though. Yesterday we went to town and we fished. And that was the first day that we noticed difference in behaviors. Like they were sticking around. Salmon had picked their beds, sticking around. You couldn't spook them as much. And today we're seeing the same behavior. They're really sticking around. The girls are making their beds, fanning the rocks. The guys are hanging out, guardianship, shooing the other guys away that don't belong there. And, oh my
Look at
goodness.
those two.
I know.
They're doing that, like, they'll do this circle thing where they'll pick a spot in a river where it's kind of calm, and, like, 2 of them will mate up, a boy and a girl, and they just do this big circle thing, like a 12-foot circle, chasing each other around.
Last night, when we got home, I fished for a couple hours.
Well, when we went to town,
Okay, sorry.
that place where all those rapids were, where all the
yeah.
rocks, I did hook into one, a foul hooked one in the tail, and so that was pretty fun just to fight one a little bit.
Yeah.
And Rachel got to see me fight one, and it jumped out of the water, full body out of the water. So that was cool to get
I
to see.
had a really great experience there. It's not on film, and I wish it was to tell the story. But I'm standing, and it's a beautiful river. This is the main branch, really wide. It is just gorgeous. Ankle to knee deep maximum. And I'm sitting there fishing this hole in this rock bed. All of a sudden, excuse my spit, a huge boy came shoulder level, like right here, so close, he splashed my face and took off over my shoulder upstream. It was insane. Like so many moments, I told him it's like we're being swarmed with sharks, like little baby sharks. They're just all around. Their fins are up out of the water. Like for me, it being my first time, it's been amazing to see and participate in, but so totally frustrating, this process of here, fishy.
Yeah.
They don't want it.
They're here for one reason, and that's to make babies and die.
Yeah, I know. I don't know the secret. And we ended up going into town to our local fish and tackle shop. And, you know, I was just blunt as blunt can be, like, I need advice. This is what I'm throwing. This is what I'm doing. And they're just ignoring it. He just said, yep, sounds like them. And he said, you're doing all the right things. It's just, you got to get lucky that somebody gets frustrated enough or territorial enough that they're going to bite it away and take it. So
for me, one of the things that's been cool for me about this week is observing the fish go through this cycle. Like on that day 1 when they're just boom, they're just cooking, and now then day 2, day 3, today's day 4, of seeing their behavior calm down and change, and they become territorial and possessive and jealous and all kinds of emotions that the fish seem to have is kind of cool to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking walking back, like, some people won't like it, but it's so cute to see that the ladies are making the home all pretty and nice, and the men are being strong guardians, defenders of the home,
Yeah.
and just the way God intended even humans to be. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
You'd spook them. They'd swim right by my lure. They'd swim back to the hole. Right past it. I think it looks pretty in the water. I think it looks tasty.
It's about 4 or 5 jobs every fall that we have to do to get the cabin ready for the winter season. We need to clean the chimney. That's what we're going to work on next. Clean out the wood stove. We need to drain the water tank that's underneath the cabin so it doesn't freeze and break the tank. But we're not going to do that probably until October. So we're going to come back like mid-October for another trip. That's probably when we're going to drain it for the season. What else? Oh, the shower, like the pump that runs our shower in there. We always run some antifreeze through that. Some of that glycol RV antifreeze stuff. Just so that that pump doesn't freeze over the winter, because it does always keep a little bit of water in it and I don't want it to crack. And then our canned goods. We have a whole cabinet in our kitchen that's filled with canned goods. We always bring them home every year. There's a slight chance that they could freeze and crack over the winter if they don't have a decent amount of headspace, and depending on what it is. And then if it cracks over the winter, you show up in the spring and you got rotten food. So we just bring all the canned goods home over the winter and be safe about it. This is our water tank under the cabin. If you haven't seen that video, this is a 275 IBC tote that we hauled up here. We built like a foundation for it, and then we have a 65-gallon tank in the back of my pickup truck. There's a gas station in town that has free potable water, so we'll go there, we fill up my truck tank, and then we come and we dump it into this tank. So it wasn't really all that dirty, but I think it's the dirtiest I've ever seen our chimney. I've been checking out, like there was a time during the summer when we were here, we got about 3 inches of rain in about 30 minutes, and we noticed some water dripping down below on the chimney onto our wood stove, which is not good. So I wanted to scope this out and see if maybe next time we come I'll bring some of that high heat caulk stuff and we'll seal all this up better. I think I did it once in the last 10 years since we owned the cabin, but probably a good idea to do it again. It might be dirty.
We're building a fort, an adult fort. Not just any fort, a hunting fort. And my husband has built so many forts in your life. Forts for himself when he was a kid, forts for our kids, forts for the grandkids. So I said, I need a fort. Because next time we're up at the cabin, it's going to be bow hunting season. Well, really rifle season, but I'll shoot bow. So I think what we're doing is we have a lot of deadfall still on this section of the property. We'll use some of that deadfall. Years ago, I have like some camo burlap that we'll use for the walls. And we'll bring you guys along with us and see what you think. So roads this way. Well, trail. Cabin is way, 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 way back that way. The edge of our property this way. Driveway that way. So we'll see. I've never ever even tried hunting here, so I'm always up for a challenge. Obviously salmon season's not going well. Maybe deer season will be better. We'll see. What do you guys think? I think it's cute. It's very Gilligan's Island. Door. I'm coming over here. Silly goose.
Oh.
Hi. Can you see me? So, I love it. I think it's really cute the way it turned out. I need to trim these branches. And when we come back, we don't have our staple gun. I'm going to cut the windows in. And then it's not even fall yet, so the leaves are going to fall on it, and it's going to be a pretty good camouflage layer over those pine boughs. And I think I'm going to be good. Get me a deer. I need to bring the rake out here and rake it so I'm not all with my feet.
A dog in there.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm. So in case it needs it.
Looks good. for 10-minute meal.
My new little microwave invention allows us to cook that instant rice we've had. So here's a hack. Don't have power. How to make a microwave. You know, we have power with our solar batteries that Todd's been charging, but it would really consume a lot of power, I think, to run a microwave, right? I don't know. I just not a big fan of having a microwave at the cabin. So I happened to see a lady, you know, she didn't have a microwave for other reasons, but how she reheats things. And I think she was using a pot and just had a little bit of water, and she would just set her dish of leftovers in the pot. I took, because we brought homemade breakfast sandwiches with us, like pre-made, and I put a skillet, large skillet with a lid on it, with like this much water and a washcloth on the bottom and a plate inside, and then set our food in there, and then you heat it, and it basically steam reheats things. Mm-hmm. So I just did like a really quick package of Uncle Ben's brown rice and quinoa, and when I do the breakfast sandwiches, they're just wrapped in foil, sitting on the plate. And it's not like 90 seconds. It might take 10 minutes. But it works.
Mm-hmm.
So,
quite well. It's very
there you
good,
go.
thank you.
You're welcome. Tequila lime is the flavor of the shrimp. He's here.
Yeah. Just hold her there.
I'm so excited. I almost broke my wrist. I don't know. Okay.
Nice job. Right in the mouth.
No, I watched her come up and bite it. I just put it in front of her nest and she came up and bit it.
Good job, baby.
Okay. Don't let her flop out. Oh my goodness. Look what I got. Look what I just got. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm so excited.
Oh,
she's peeing.
no, eggs are coming out.
Oh, eggs. Oh, she is. Bless her heart. Oh. So I know we literally 5 minutes ago just told you guys we're probably not going to take you guys fishing with us. But I was sitting there after dinner and you could just hear them down here splashing away. I'm like, Todd, I can't stand it. Plus, my pole's down there. I got to go get my pole anyway. I'm going to just cast a few. Second cast. Oh. It is every feeling that I thought it would be. Every feeling that I thought it would be.
Her tail's starting to get from
a little bit from fanning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did it! I did it! I did it! I got my fish flayed and bagged up. Some yummy looking stuff. And I told Todd we have all of the gear down here. There's another girl on the next bed down. Do you want to fish her? Since we have all the stuff here. And she came up to this bed, so see where you guys see Todd down there? Todd, yep. So I just caught mine on this bed. The next bed's right there, and we have 4 of them in front of the cabin. So we'll see if he can get her.
Too dark. We tried a little bit. I'm sure it doesn't look too dark on camera, but the way the glares, you can't even see where the fish are right now. Tomorrow, she'll live to see another day.
Big one?
Yeah. That was a big one.
So we didn't get the coming out of the river with it because it was all hands on deck.
It was. It went down, swam under a bunch of logs, wrapped the line around, so she couldn't reel anymore. The line was snagged, but the fish was kind of stuck too. So I was able to go down, put the net right in front of it. It got scared, went right into the net.
And then it was letting out a lot of line while Todd walked it back up.
Yeah, beautiful.
So we'll insert pictures here and probably show you when we go to fillet this one, because I thought mine was big. I had no idea.
The boys are bigger.
Good job, babe.
Thank you.
Beautiful night for it.
Yep.
And there's plenty more in here, so we're going to keep going.
Here he is. I think it's the biggest one I ever caught. We just measured him 36.5 inches of beastness. Hey, hauling him up that hill. Not an easy feat. We were talking as we were carrying him up. One of those Eric and Ariel, Simple Living Alaska, they went fishing that one time way down that bank, and they were like hauling backpacks of fish up the hill. I'm like, if they can do backpacks full, I can do this one. So we got her done. I got my piece of wood down here, my fillet knives. We're gonna get him cleaned up and get him in the cooler. We turned our we have that little Bouge RV refrigerator, 12-volt refrigerator that we use when we're up here. We turned one half of it into a freezer. Rachel's fish is in there, so this guy's gonna join. So excited. I think we got Rachel hooked on salmon fishing. So, last week of September, you probably know where we're gonna be for the next few years going forward. She's down there fishing some more. We were gonna fish some more at the other place where we were at, but catching this guy, him getting caught in the log, scared everything. There was like no fish to be found. They were all off hiding in holes. We knew we needed to get him cleaned, and Rachel wanted to fish more, but there was no fish there, so let's go back to the cabin. I'll get him cleaned while she fishes. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. I think we still got maybe 30 more minutes worth of daylight, 45 minutes. This was a long week. We fished a lot. Like 5-6 hours every single day since Monday. Today's Saturday. We got one more day of fishing tomorrow. It's been a good trip. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It's probably a bit of a roller coaster for you guys to watch us, a whole lot of not catching fish and then catching fish at the end. So the reward is there if you stuck around to the end of the video. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And we'll see you soon.